Yes, hello, and here we are in something that looks somewhat familiar. My last PC game review was of Heroes of Might and Magic 7, and therefore here we are now, obviously reviewing, well, sort of reviewing, a new game called Heroes of Might and Magic 7. Actually, no, it's not. It's called Might and Magic Heroes 7. Eventually, I will get used to the fact that they've fandied about with the title. So, why am I doing a sort of second review? Well, when Heroes 7 first came out, it had potential, despite its rather conservative approach, but that potential was rather hampered by a monumental amount of bugs in it. And I said in the review that, you know, the bugs will be addressed at some point. Well, yesterday that point came. We had the first patch, which has brought us up to version 1.2. That patch was 1.9 gigabyte in size, which gives you an idea of the scale of the issues that they had to deal with. Now the actual main title page is no different. In fact, if you look at the game, there isn't a great deal of difference between now and then at all. The differences are all in the guise of the fact that almost everything works. There are still one or two issues, but I mean one or two, as opposed to the, like, well, must have been getting on for hundreds that there were before. So this is from the Haven campaign. This is the second mission in the Haven campaign. I basically had to start this all over again because I had monumentally fucked it up. Now I'm in a bit of a shitty situation at the moment because this pile of rubble here, you can see the fort lies in ruins and can be rebuilt at a cost of 10 wood, 10 ore and 1500 gold. Well, I've got no problems with the 1500 gold. I've got over 20,000 in the coffers, but I am rather lacking in the wood and the stone department. Believe me, that's not the first time that I've ever heard the phrase "I am lacking in the wood department." And I have two of these things to build. Here's the second one. So I have to finish building those before I can really progress any further. But before I do that, I shall take this character. This is Immareal, who I've decided to level up ahead of Thomas, even though Thomas is the main character. But there are so many chances to level up later on in this particular mission that Thomas can easily catch up. Now you can see one of the issues that's still around is the fact that when you first start, the sound effects on your horse galloping, or indeed any sound effects on the map, aren't working. It's not until you get into the town that the sound effects then kick in. That is an issue that's been around for a little while, and it's rather annoying that it's still here, but I guess you can't have everything. Now, the things I need to still build in this town are the upgrade of the training grounds to proving grounds to improve those units, and then the Magic Guild level 3 and 4, and that's it. That's all the units I can recruit. As you can see, the Cavaliers can't be upgraded to the Cuirassier until I've built the upgrade to their particular building. But let's end that turn, because I can't really do a lot else. Now, you remember the review that I was saying how I hadn't been able to figure out how to appoint anyone as governor, and I was going through all of their skill wheels and everything else trying to find it. I did eventually stumble on it, and then a couple of days later somebody wrote a comment on, I think it was on this actual review, saying how to do it. And what you have to do is you have to click and hold on the portrait of the hero and drag them up to here, which would be blank. When you do that, you then get the chance to appoint them as the governor, and that's it, done. And their portrait stays there for as long as you keep them as the governor of this particular building. Now I still can't upgrade anything. So I've basically got quite a few days of doing not a lot, because ideally I want to finish upgrading this town before I build anything else, which is not easy. What shall I say? It's not that it's not easy, it's that it's very time consuming. Now there is a quick way of doing this, so I can just move the hero up into the town and then back out again, but it rearranges all of the units, which I don't want to do. Now if we send her over to this place, then we'll get us some more ore and some more wood, which would be fine, except it's not ore or wood I need, it's this stuff, dragon steel. I need at least 2 more. I think it's 3 more. So right, that's that day over. Now you're not exactly seeing this game at its best, because I'm in a state at the moment where I don't have a great deal to do. But what I've shown you there is another bug fix that they've done. Beforehand, when you had all the numbers underneath here that was being added to your inventory, if you then collected a resource, either because it was laying on the ground or through one of these buildings, it didn't get added to the inventory. Now it does. That was an extremely annoying bug, and I am more than pleased that it's been sorted out. I'm going to rebuild this fucking fort, because otherwise I'll be here at fucking eternity. I can always upgrade the other things later. So that's done. You can't really do a lot with it, but you have to rebuild these because it's part of the campaign mission. If we look at the quests, the ones in green have been done, including assigning Immaril as governor, which means that the ones in white are still to be done. So capture and rebuild the 2 forts. I've just done one. I still need to capture this one. Trouble is, I now need another 10 wood and 10 ore, and I've got 3 and 1 respectively. So I've still got a little way to go. As well improve how far he can move. She's done there actually, so she may as well head back to the town where she's the governor anyway, so why not? Alright, here we go. So among the other bug fixes are the fact that if you remember, not all of your units appeared when you started in combat. That's been sorted out. Lots of the specialist abilities of particular units have been fixed and now actually work. What else do we have? See, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. What does he need? Okay, I've got the 5 of them. I just need 5 more wood. Bollocks to it, in which case I might as well just fucking wait rather than get it through the market. some of the combat sounds have been fixed because they weren't all working. I mean, okay, I'll be honest, I can't think of too many off the top of my head at the moment. I did have a huge great list, but of course I didn't write it down, I just tried to memorise it, which is never a good idea with me. But the bottom line is I've only encountered 2 bugs since this patch was applied. The first one you saw for yourself, which was, or rather heard for yourself, which was the lack of sound effects when travelling on the map once you load a level. That's not always going to be the case, and I'm sure there will be, you know, I'm sure that will be sorted out in no time. The other one, there you go. Will it let me upgrade them all? Yes, it will. That's some of that. The other bug that is still prevalent is to do with using caravans. If you take a caravan, it's only happened to me once, to be fair, and it was on a saved game on this very map. It could have been due to the fact that, you know, the saved game was from the earlier version, the pre-patched version. I doubt it, but it could be. And when the caravan that was dispatched from here ended up in the fort, which is somewhere over here, at the moment you can't see it because I haven't had the chance to get there, it went into the building. I then got the message saying that it couldn't enter the building, even though it clearly had done, and all of the units that were recruited and sent out there just disappeared. So it was a waste of a huge amount of gold because I couldn't actually do anything, and yeah, I was missing an awful lot of units. But I then tried it again, and the second time it worked. That would be quite a handy mana cost of all spells in combat are halved. That would be useful if I used magic. But creatures dealing non-magical damage get additional +5 attack. That is seriously fucking useful. So I want to progress during this week. I want to take advantage of that, which means I need another 5 fucking wood. I haven't got it yet. Right, let's recruit these creatures anyway. I should have enough to recruit everybody. Yeah, easy. Right. I mean, the only things left to build are the 2 mage guilds. They are not important because I don't use magic at all. So let's go to the trade, try and get some resources in. This is an awful waste of star silver, but I just want to progress through this level. So that's given us the 10 wood that I need. Let's build the fort.
Thomas was proving himself a worthy and competent lord, earning the respect of his soldiers and Immeril. Alas, the dragons were not done with him, and his fate had yet to be decided.
Good. The lands around Brightsgate have been pacified. My uncle should be pleased.
Indeed. Now, you need to link Broken Spear Pass to Hammerfall, through the plainland. Take my troops. I'll go back and guard Brightsgate.
That's fine. I've been given a load of troops. She's still got an awful lot of them. As you can see, the next part of the mission is to take all of the troops from Immeril. When I do that, I will also take nearly all of her items as well, because she has, well, a few that are useful. +2 defense there is certainly more useful than +5 leadership. Not that leadership isn't useful at all, it certainly is, but defence is even more useful.
Thank you, Lady Immeril. I will miss your company. Your troops. How can I get reinforcements from Brightsgate during my foray?
I can send you troops with caravans as soon as you have an outpost. You should rebuild Plainwatch, the ruined fort past the river.
Good counsel. Plainwatch is my priority. Any other words of advice?
There's a 7 cities outpost, but there's never been any trouble with the wizards. They're mostly mindless beauties and a few old men. They're here for the dragonblood crystals.
Yet, they're right beside the road my uncle wants to secure. They should at least be inspected.
Let's say I go out and negotiate passage with the wizards. The last time you parleyed, you started a war with the Griffin.
I'll take care of that. Your gentle demeanor would soon start a war with the whole of Ashan.
I can be very gentle. Not that you'll ever know. Wolf speed, my lord. And be wary of wizards in silks and perfumes.
Alright, that's a bit irritating because Immeril is now no longer controllable. She is now there. So she's out of it. So I can't actually upgrade her anymore. And although she was at level 15, yeah, I think on this map you can or you can increase someone's level to level 17. Well, I'll take them, but I've now got to go back and fucking upgrade them again. No, I won't use that yet, but I will use it. That will be more than useful. That's an immediate level up for a fee. I can't remember how much it costs. So, the bottom line as far as this game is concerned now is that, okay, when I did the review I gave it 10 out of 10 and I explained the reasons why, and I stand by that. But I also said that as it stood, as a game, you know, just looking at it as the game itself, I gave it 7 out of 10. Now that it's been fixed, and the fix is good, I now rate this game far more highly. I would give this game 9.5 out of 10. I do think it is that good. I think it deserves that kind of score. As to why I think it deserves that, despite the fact that it is quite a conservative conservative overall design, well, I mean, fuck it, I'll definitely do it for that. That's quite cheap. Mind you, I have only upgraded from 8 to 9, so it's not like I've done an enormous amount. So you know, that one's more useful at the moment. Fucking hell. Okay, so he's got economy, warfare, and exploration, and paragon. They are all fucking useful. Oh well, I'll go with the exploration one at the moment because that one's particularly useful. Anyway, as I am trying to say, and I will eventually get there, the developers almost from the start were constantly asking the fans, well, fanboys, what they wanted. And I think they were pretty clever about doing that because they knew how conservative, how ridiculously conservative the Heroes of Might and Magic fans are, because like I said in the review, any new game comes along, all they want them to do is just re-release Heroes 3 every time. And of course everything that they ask, you know, what do you want? It was always, well, which one's the most like Heroes 3? I bet they go for that. Oh, they did. So that's what they brought out. And I mean, they were also beset with all kinds of other issues. They lost a lot of staff, and bloody, you name it, they had problems with it, you know. So they were probably quite grateful that the Heroes 3 fanboys were saying, you know, do the same old stuff you've always done. So they went and did that, and by doing so gave the fans exactly what they wanted. And it just so happens that it means they have given us a bloody decent game. Thanks to all of these bug fixes, we've now got a genuine new Heroes of Might and Magic game. I have a feeling I'm going to shoot my own bloke if I do this. Okay, it doesn't let you shoot your own bloke. I wish they put that into Heroes 5. As it is, they're not all on the same line of fire, so I can't do it anyway. So yes, we have a bona fide new addition to the Heroes of Might and Magic series in the guise of the newly updated Might and Magic Heroes 7. And it is now absolutely worth getting. It is well worth your money, well worth your time. It's quite simply a game you want to get if you are a fan of the Hero series. I mean, if you're not, then, well, I don't know why you're watching this video in the first place. I have a funny feeling this thing's going to be rather tricky. Or not. Okay. Well, it's not going to survive this. This is when I am particularly glad that I picked up the snatch ability. Now the air elementals no longer have the ranged attack. I can't do anything else in the town. I don't have enough of the right resource. I still don't. So these things are now a lot easier to dispatch than they were, unless of course they've been given the ranged attack again in the patch. This is the first time I've encountered them since the patch went live. Nope, they don't have it, so these lots should be effortless. Waste of time, not really I haven't really lost out by using it. Yeah, I told you it would be effortless. That really was fuck all. All this with just a level 8, oh no, he's now up to level 11 hero. I'm sure that means I've got to, yeah, I've got more skills to give him. Right, 2 more. Well, fuck it, we'll make, we'll improve his, how far he can travel per turn. Hopefully I can sell that. That's a fair size army, but I should be able to dispatch that no problem. I realised there were 228 of those gnolls. I think I'm going to lose some units in this one. In fact, I know I am. Well, I'm going to risk this. Alright. At the moment, he's out there on his own. I could really do with a manual control of that thing. Hopefully I'll get it at the end of this. Bollocks, I didn't think I was going to lose that many. Full flanking me here, I'm going to lose a ton of them again. And again. At least his range units have gone. I've only got the basic heal, so that wasn't going to do very much. Well, rather than risk losing any more, I'm going to defend, because surely, yeah, take the lot out. So I didn't want to lose a hell of a lot of the dire wolves, but yeah, I lost 32 of them. But I did get an awful lot of experience points. So I will take manual control of the warfare and support units, and actually I went up 2 levels as a result of that battle, so I can move further again. Right, I don't know why it didn't let me recruit them all. Or why it's not working now, so it looks like I've just encountered another bug. There we go. So, that's another issue that hasn't been sorted out. Actually, I say it hasn't been sorted out, I don't remember that issue from the first time. So, that's a new one. Not what we need. So anyway, well, I think this is pretty much what pretty much shows you everything you need to see. So there are now 3 issues, but that's still a vast improvement over what was there before. none of those issues are game breaking. There are two other ones which aren't bugs, and they're not game breaking, but they are a bit annoying, and I can't see how they can be dealt with. The first is that the game takes a bloody long time to load. I have no idea why, but yeah, it seems to take an age, and that's not particularly good. The other one is that even though when the game's loading it doesn't need any use of Uplay, once you're in the game you have to have Uplay connected all the time, even though it doesn't actually do anything. I have no idea why, but that's what's happening. So that is what they put in at their in their infinite wisdom. So yeah, that's a bit annoying. But apart from that, there's nothing to really complain about. So there you go, that is Heroes of Might and Magic 7, the newly patched version. I would now give it 9.5 out of 10 and say that if you are remotely interested in turn-based strategy, buy it now. Right, that's this video done with, so yeah, there you go.